Good morning. Welcome to the annual meeting of the Central Durham Crematorium Joint Committee taking place on Tuesday the 29th of June 2021. This meeting is being broadcast live through our YouTube channel. My name is Sarah Grigor and I am the clerk to the Joint Committee. Moving on to the agenda, number 1, membership of the Joint Committee. The membership of this Joint Committee for 2021-22 has been confirmed as follows. Durham County Council, Councillors Kay Beattie, J Blakey, D Brown, J Chaplow, J Coslet, K Fantaro, O Gunn, S Quinn, K Robson, A Simpson, M Stead and M Wilson. From Spennymoor Town Council, Councillors N Foster, C Madison and D Reynard. Item number 2, appointment of chair. Could I please have nominations for chair of the Joint Committee? Please could you note that it should be a member of Durham County Council member as this is as the chair alternates between the two authorities each year, Spennymoor having held the chair last time. Could I please have nominations?
Nominate Councillor Jane Chaplow.
Thank you. And is there a second?
Can I second that, please?
Thank you. Can we, is there any other nominations for chair of this committee? Could we then agree that Councillor Jean Chaplow has been appointed as chair of this committee? Thank you. Councillor Chaplow, would you like to join us up here?
Get my breath back. Could I please have a nomination for Vice Chair for the Joint Committee? I note that it should be a member of Spennymoor Town Council.
I'd like to nominate Councillor Neil Foster.
I'll second that.
But there's only one nomination, so there's no need to move for a vote. Very pleased. Councillor Foster.
I am. Thank you very much. Congratulations to yourself on getting the chair, and thanks to my fellow members for the reappointment.
Have we any apologies for absence?
Chair, we have apologies from Councillors Beattie and Fantaro.
We have, so have we any substitute?
Chair, we have no notification of substitutes.
Well, the minutes of the meeting held on the 28th of April. Can we agree?
Move them as to record, Chair.
Right, thank you. Is there no other business from the minutes? Have we any declarations of interest? Well, we're going to have some changes of the Constitution. Will you lead us through it, please?
Thank you, Chair. This report provides details of the Central Durham Crematorium Joint Committee's constitution in accordance with the annual governance statement requirement. The constitution was last presented to and approved by members on the 26th of June 2019. It is recommended that the committee note the outcome of the review of the constitution and reapprove it. The expenditure and surplus distribution arrangements are on an 80-20 basis, Durham County Council to Spennymoor Town Council. The appointments and asset ownership remain as per the original constitution of the 3rd of May 1983. Durham County Council will continue to be responsible for the management of the facility and supporting this joint committee. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you. Right, we'll turn over and see what we've got. I'm lost. Where are we coming up? Have we signed the agreement?
Yes, 8/9, just to note that report. Just to note that report.
Can we note the report?
Over, Chair.
Thank you. The review of our outturn and joint committee annual return. The financial. Oh, sorry, I've missed one. Whoops, we're jumping. Sorry. The governance statement. Sorry, I've lost. Sorry, Mr. Curran.
Yeah, thanks, Chair. I'm Phil Curran. I'm the Finance Manager for Neighbourhoods and Climate Change. This report provides details of the annual governance statement for the year April 2020 to March 2021. The annual governance statement is attached to Appendix 2 to the report and requires to be considered and approved in advance of the approval of the annual accounts for the financial year ended the 31st of March 2021. The annual governance statement demonstrates how the Joint Committee reviews the effectiveness of its system of internal control and thereby complies with the requirements of the Accounts and Audit Regulations of 2015. There are 7 assertions within the statement relating to governance arrangements, and the report sets out how the Joint Committee has complied with each assertion, providing members of the committee with assurance that governance arrangements are sound and operating effectively. So the report recommends that the content of the 2021 annual governance statement is noted, and also recommends that the Chair and Treasurer approve and sign the 2021 annual governance statement. Thanks, Chair.
Thank you.
Agree that the document's noted.
Thank you. Now, it's you again. The Revenue Outturn and Joint Committee's annual return.
Thanks, Chair. This report seeks approval of the Joint Committee's annual return attached to Appendix 3 for Central Durham Crematorium Joint Committee for the financial year ended the 31st of March 2021. The report sets out details of income and expenditure for that financial year and highlights areas of over and underspend against the revenue budgets. The revenue outturn is a surplus of approximately $983,000 against a budgeted surplus of $761,000, so $222,000 more than the budgeted position, which is mainly due to the additional cremations that were carried out throughout the year. The final outturn position was broadly in line with the forecast position that was reported to the Joint Committee on the 28th of January 2021. The report also gives details of the funds and reserves of the Joint Committee at the year end, taking into account the updated financial position. The retained reserves of the committee at the end of the financial year are £1.636 million, along with a general reserve of £517,000, which gives total reserves and balances for the committee of £2.154 million at the year end. So the report recommends that members of the committee Note the revenue outturn position as at the 31st of March 2021, including the year-end position with regards to the reserves and balances of the Joint Committee. Also recommends approval of Section 1, which is the Annual Governance Statement of 2021 of the Joint Committee's Annual Governance and Accountability Return for the financial year ended 31st of March 2021, which is attached to Appendix 3. Also, that we approve Section 2, which is the Accounting Statements 2021 of the Joint Committee Annual Governance and Accountability Return for the financial year ended the 31st of March 2021. That's attached to Appendix 3. And finally, that the Chair, Clerk and Treasurer sign the Joint Committee's Annual Governance and Accountability Return for that financial year, which is also attached to Appendix 3. Thanks, Chair.
Thank you. Sign them afterwards.
Yeah,
Right. Now, can we have the quarterly performance and operations report, please?
We need to agree that.
Oh,
To agree the last.
oh, can we agree the last?
Agree them, noted.
Yeah, I'm jumping.
Thank you, Chair. Graham Harrison, Bereavement Services Manager and Registrar. My reports with regards to the performance and operational life of the mission matters at the Central Durham Crematorium Joint Committee, and it's from the period the 1st of April to the 31st of May 2021. The full profile is in Appendix 2, but in summary 82 cremations came from Durham, 13 from Spennymoor and 192 from other areas, with 2 non-viable fetus undertaken this period compared to 1 in the period last year. There was a decrease of 451 cremations. However, as members are aware, there has been a significant increase in cremations over the last 18 months due to COVID-19. However, numbers in the current year are significantly lower than pre-COVID levels. Next item is with the sale of memorials. We sold 54, which was 15,970, compared to 27, £8,142. That was an increase of 27 memorials and 7,828 additional income generated. The next item is with Recycling and Metal Scheme. Collections in 2020, we nominated St Cuthbert's Hospice and received a cheque for £10,000. The second round of nominations was Antenatal Results and Choices, and on the 18th of June, the Institute authorised the backs payment for the charity for £10,000. Another round of nominations have been released, and we've nominated Cheryl Adams Breast Cancer Trust and wait a reply. And it's just to note recommendations, Chair.
Note the recommendations, Chair.
Can we, do we all agree? Now, we have a report from the Corporate Director of Resources and Treasury to the Joint Committee.
Thanks, Chair. This report sets out a suggested forward plan for the meetings of the Joint Committee for the forthcoming year of 2021-22. A proposed schedule of meetings showing a forward plan of reports that will be presented is attached to Appendix 2, and dates will be fixed nearer the time of the meetings. So the report recommends that members of the Joint Committee note and approve the proposed schedule of meetings as set out at Appendix 2. Thanks, Chair.
Do we agree?
Chair, the only question I would raise, traditionally at least one of the meetings in the course of a year would normally take place in Spennymoor. I appreciate this is a challenging time, and I did wonder if we may want to consider holding one of the meetings in Spennymoor. Could I also suggest that as there are new members to this committee, it could be advantageous for them to have at least one visit to the crem itself.
Well, I agree that it is a good idea for us all to have a look around the Crem, especially if you haven't had the experience of going there and seeing exactly how it works. And if we can arrange that, that would be very, very well. And I think we all will. It's a, should I say, it is an experience which we all should see and see exactly how professional our people are, because it really is a very professional establishment. Can we agree that we'll have a... Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. I can't quite make your name. I apologise.
Councillor Stead, North Aycliffe and Midridge.
Right.
I just wanted to add, if we have the idea of making the visit, maybe tie it in with the next meeting, and then the members could come to this meeting the next time it's here, and then visit the crematorium directly after it, and then people can diary that in, and then we would know when that would be. It was just a suggestion, that was all, Chair. Thank you.
We could see if we could arrange that.
Chair, we have, as I said, we may want to explore having a meeting at Spennymoor, but we have in the past sometimes held the meetings at 4 and 5 in the evening.
Yes.
That obviously facilitates those members who unfortunately can't be with us today, but also would perhaps be a quieter time at the Crem itself.
Yes. Do you think so, Graham? Do you agree?
Yeah, Chair, that would be better if we could make it on an evening after the last service.
Yes. So can we agree to that?
Agreed.
Has anyone any other business which they want to bring up now?
Councillor Dean Ranyard, Spennymoor Town Council. Can I just ask, at one of the previous meetings I attended, there was something listed about work done on the crematorium entrance to widen it so that 2 cars could pass. Could I just get clarification whether that work has been carried out now?
I can come in there, Chair. No, it hasn't been carried out at the moment. We finally got the final drawings for the entrance gateways, so it's just about to go into production. So as soon as that happens, then the work will start.
Thank you.
Can I ask from Mr. Harrison how, I'm trying to remember the correct word, for the water crematorium. Is that going ahead?
Not at the moment. We're still dealing with the COVID situation.
Right.
We'll look at it in a future meeting and bring another report to members.
Right, thank
at a
you.
later date.
Because that is another important part of what is happening at the crematorium. Well, can I just say thank you all for coming and hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you very much indeed.